Good morning. Today we will do nested loop construct, and using nested for loop we will do this many pattern programs. Okay, we have already done looping. If you have missed those videos, you can refer to those videos and you can see those videos. Okay, so let's start doing pattern program. See, the first question is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to write a program to generate this kind of pattern. Okay. Now, though we have done program using for loop, while loop, do while loop, but in your syllabus you have only nested for loop. Okay. Now, I'll just give you an idea of nested for loop first. Suppose I am writing like this, for, and then this is the body of the for loop, and if I write one more for loop, for, and this is the body of one more for loop, okay, then this is not the nested for loop, this is two for loop. Okay, this is the combination of two for loop, but this is not the two nested for loop. But if you remove this closing curly bracket of the first for loop, and if you give this closing curly bracket over here, then this will become a nested for loop. Means now this for loop is under this for loop. The second for loop is now under the first for loop. This is called nested for loop. Okay, one for loop inside another for loop. So this is nested for loop. Now you have to use this concept to do all this pattern program. Okay. Now please see the first question, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to write the program to generate this kind of pattern. Okay. Now you can see I have made here two for loop. This for loop is inner for loop and this for loop is outer for loop. Okay. There are two for loop. This is inner for loop. This is the outer for loop. The outer for loop represents the line or the rows of the pattern, and the inner for loop is used to print each element in those lines. So this outer loop represents each row, each line, and the inner for loop is used to print the numbers in each line. Okay. So this outer for loop is used to write the number of rows, the number of lines. How many rows are there? How many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 lines. Okay. So then how we will write this loop? You can see I have taken two variables over here, I and j. I have taken two variables over there, I and j. So this loop I will write using I, and this loop I will write using j. So how many lines are there? There are 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I said you that this loop represents the number of lines or the number of rows. So this loop will be 1 to 5. So for I equals to 1, semicolon, I less than equals to 5, semicolon, I plus plus. There are 5 rows, there are 5 lines, that's why for I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, I plus plus. Okay. So this row I am writing 1 to 5 because there are 5 lines, there are 5 rows. Now this loop is used to print the values in each line. This loop is used to print the values in each line, the numbers in each line. So first time number 1 is printed. So you can think like this, for j equals to 1, j less than equals to 1, j plus plus. If you write like this, the number 1 will be printed first time. Then what? you have to print 1 and 2. So you can write j equals to 1 second time. You can write like this, j equals to 1, j less than equals to 2, j plus plus. Now this will print 1 and 2. Okay. Then third time you have to print 1, 2, 3. So you can write like this, j equals to 1, j less than equals to 3, j plus plus. This will print 1, 2, 3. And the fourth time you can write like this, j equals to 1, j less than equals to 4, and j plus plus. And the fifth time it will be j equals to 1, j less than equals to 5, j plus plus. This will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can see all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the values of the variable I. All these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the values of I. So you can write here I. Okay. So j equals to 1, j less than equals to I, j plus plus. So when this program will run, when this program will execute, this kind of pattern will generate. This kind of pattern will be printed in the computer screen. Okay. Now see the next one, number 2. See the next one, number 2. Okay. Number 2. So number 2, how many rows are there? How many lines are there? There are 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In question number 2, there are 5 lines. So the first loop, the outer loop will be 1 to 5. So for I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, I plus plus. Okay. And the inner loop, okay, you know the inner loop prints each element and the outer loop represents the number of rows. The outer loop represents the number of rows and the inner loop prints the element in the rows, in the lines. So first time it will print 1, so you can say j will be 1 to 1. Second time it will print 2, 1, so j will be 2 to 1. Third time it will print 3 to 1, so j will be 3 to 1. And fourth time it will be 4 to 1, so j will be 4 to 1. And in the fifth time it will print 5, 4, 3 to 1, so j will be 5 to 1. So you can see the 1 is fixed, but only the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are changing. And this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the values of the variable I. So you can write j equals to I, j equals to I, j greater than equals to 1, j minus minus. Okay. First time I value is 1, so j is 1 to 1, so it will print 1. Then second time I will be 2, j will be 2 to 1, so it will print 2 to 1. Then third time I will be 3, j will be 3 to 1, so it will print 3 to 1. And then I will be 4, it will be 4 to 1, so it will print 4, 3 to 1. And at last I will be 5, it will be 5 to 1, so it will print 5, 4, 3 to 1. Okay. So this way this program will run, and you can see the j value is decreasing. The value is in each row, it is decreasing. You can see any row, the values are decreasing. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3 to 1, the values are decreasing. That's why j minus minus. Okay. So when this program will execute, so this kind of pattern will generate in the computer screen. Okay. See next one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 5. Here also how many rows are there? There are 5 rows. So this represent number of rows, number of lines. So it will be 1 to 5. And then you can see first time it will print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then it will print 5, 4, 3, 2. Then it will print 5, 4, 3. Then it will print 5, 4. And then it will print 5. So you can see the 5 is fixed here, but at last the values are changing. This 5 is fixed, but this at last the values are changing. So it will be 5 here, and then it will be, first time it was 1, then it was 2, then it was 3, then it was 4, and at last it is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at last the values are changing, and then those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 belongs to I. So you can write here. So I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, I plus plus. J equals to 5, J greater than equals to I, J minus minus. Okay, because this prints the values in each line, and each line, if you see any line, the values are decreasing. That's why J equals to 5, J greater than equals to I, J minus minus. And I represents all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Okay, one more thing I want to discuss here. That is, you can see here I am writing here print, not println, because you are printing the values in a row. Okay, see, first time it will print 1. After printing, the cursor should come down. Then it will print 2, 1. After printing 2, 1, the cursor should come down. So this line is used to print the values in each line, and this line is used to bring the cursor to the next line. This system.out.println. Okay? Okay, now see next program 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Okay? See this one? Now see this program and this program is same. This program and this program is same. Whenever you will see fixed values like this 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, then you have to print here I. If you see in any pattern, this kind of fixed values 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, then you have to print here I. But if you see this kind of different values, then you have to print J. Okay? If you see this kind of different values, you have to print J. But if you see the fixed values 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, then this here you have to give system.out.print. You have to give here I. So this program and this program is same. Only you have to put here I. Okay? And for this, you know, the loop was 1 to 5, and this loop was 1 to I and J plus plus. So it will be for this, for I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, I plus plus, J equals to 1, J less than equals to I, J plus plus, and system.out.print I. Why I? Because we have to print the fixed values in each line. Okay? Okay, so this is done. Now see this star. Now one thing you follow here. So we are doing this kind of pattern program. Okay? Triangular pattern program. We are doing this kind of triangular pattern program. And all these triangles are right angle triangle. This is also triangular program. Okay? So in your syllabus you have triangular pattern program and rectangular pattern program. Okay? Rectangular pattern program. You have triangular pattern program and rectangular pattern program you have in your syllabus. So this is also see triangular pattern program. So in your syllabus you have rectangular and triangular pattern program. Okay. Now this is also done. So this one you have done, this one you have done, this one you have done, and this is also done. Now this one. Now this program and this program, both the program are same. Only for this, if you write here asterisk, that too in double quote. For this and this program is same. Only the difference is for this you have to write here asterisk. Okay? Loop will obviously change. For I, J equals to 1, J less than equals to I, J plus plus. Both this program is same. Only you have to write here asterisk. Okay? Okay, so this is done. Now next program. This one. A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E. Now, to do this program, you should know the ASCII value. You should know the ASCII value. ASCII, ASCII code. To do this program, you should know the ASCII code. ASCII, ASCII, American Standard Code of Information Interchange. Okay? Every letter has a ASCII code, that is A to Z 65 to 90. Okay? And again small a to z 97 to 122, and again 0 to 9 48 to 57. These are the ASCII value. These are the ASCII value of A to Z, small a to z, capital A to Z, and 0 to 9. So these are the ASCII values. Okay? To do this program, we need the ASCII values. Okay? So you know the ASCII values of small a to small z is 97 to 122. Means A is 97, B is 98, C is 99, like this. Okay? How many rows are there? How many rows are there? There are 5 rows. There are 5 rows. And the values of I should start from 97. Okay? And how many rows? 97, 98, 99, 100 and 101. Because there are 5 rows. So I less than equals to 101 and I plus plus. How many rows are there? 5 rows. So I have taken the initial value of I 97 to I value will be 101. There are 5 values. Okay? And you can see J will start from what? J means A, and A represents 97. Okay? You can see each line has started printing from A. A means 97. So J will be 97 and J less than equals to I, J plus plus. Okay? 97 to 97. First time I value is 97. So 97 to 97. So it will print what? It will print J. But if you write here J, then it will print the numbers. It will not print A, B, C, D. If you write here J, then it will print the numbers, all these numbers. But you need the character value of these numbers. You need the character value of these numbers. You need the character value of this number. So if you write like this, character CHARJ means J का character value चाहिए. J का character value चाहिए. J का जो numeric value वो नहीं चाहिए. J का character value चाहिए. What is the first time? What is J? J is 97. So character value of 97 is what? Character value of 97 is A. So A will be printed. Then I will be 98. So J will be 97 to 98. So it will print A, B. Then it will be 99. J will be 97 to 99. So it will print A, B, C. Okay. So this way this program will generate this pattern. Okay. This program will generate this pattern. So this is done. You have understood. Now let's learn last one. That is a rectangular pattern program. The last one is rectangular pattern program. All these are triangular pattern program, but only this last one is a rectangular pattern program. Okay. Suppose you need to print only the last line. Suppose you need to print only the last line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to print only the last line using for loop. Then how you will do? You will write like this, no? For I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, I plus plus, and then system dot out dot print I. You will obviously write here print. You will obviously write here print because you have to print the numbers in row. Because if you write here print ln, the numbers will be printed in vertical order. But you want to print the numbers in row. That's why you like print. System dot out dot print I. So if you need to print this line, so you will write this for loop. Okay. But this for loop will only print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we have to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 5 times. That means if you can put this for loop into another for loop, then the work is done. If you put this for loop into another for loop, then the work is done. So now you know this outer for loop represents the number of lines, the number of rows. How many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can write for I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, I plus plus. I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, I plus plus. And as I said, in J you will write like this because you have to print the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each line. You know the outer loop is used to indicate the number of line, number of rows, and the inner loop used to print the values in that rows. So what value you have to print? You have to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why you have to write this. J equals to 1, J less than equals to 5, J plus plus. Because you have to print in each line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will take the cursor in each line. This outer loop will take the cursor to each line. And this will print the values in that lines. So what value will print? You will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why you will write J equals to 1, J less than equals to 5, J plus plus. Okay? And then system.out.print J. Okay? So we have done all these pattern programs. But once again I will discuss these two lines. Once again I will discuss these two lines. See, we have written here system.out.print. We have not written here system.out.println. We have just written here system.out.print. And in the next line, we have written system.out.println. This print will print the values in a line. This print statement is used to print the values in a line. But this println, system.out.println, will take the cursor to the next line. This will print the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you have given here print only, the cursor will not go to next line. And this line is given to take the cursor to the next line. Because next time you have to print again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this line will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because of this system.out.println, the cursor will go to next line. Okay? So these two lines is used for that purpose. Okay, children? So this much. Thank you for watching.